Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 first things to do for the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. And the first thing I want to show you is a little sidebar, almost invisible. You can easily swipe it in here and you're having now quick access to your favorite apps. What is also pretty nice, it's well located, so you can easily have it if you have your phone with one hand, just swipe it in with your thumb and you're having now quick access to your favorite apps. And the reason why I'm showing you this in that video here is because you can customize it by just swiping it in and go here on the pen. May you want to substitute maybe a Google Meet here to another app, maybe Spotify. Then you're having now Spotify in here. So let's go out here and whenever you swipe it in now, you're having now Spotify at your favorite apps. Pretty nice. And what I recommend to you as well is to put the sidebar here to the perfect position by just long pressing it. I can swipe it a bit lower, then you're having a better position maybe if you have smaller hands. Or what you can do as well is if you long press it and swipe it now to the other side, it's also pretty well then if you're left-handed. Now you're having also quick access here if you use the phone with your left hand. So pretty nice. So choose the perfect position by just long pressing it, and yeah, pretty nice. And apropos one-handed mode, there's also a way if you use the phone often with one hand, because you cannot really touch the top here of the phone. That's pretty difficult, but for that you just swipe down the home button and you're having now a mini screen. Pretty nice. And now you have quick access here as well to the top and so on. Pretty nice here on that mini screen. But don't wonder if this feature doesn't work at you right now, because you have to enable it first. For that, just scroll in here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to go down to the point advanced features. Here it is. And here look for the point one-handed mode. So it has to be marked blue, like in my case. Now just tap here to make it marked blue. And then whenever you swipe down the home button, you're having now this mini screen here. You can put it as well in another position by long pressing here the bar on top of it. And yeah, pretty nice as well. And you can also change it to the other side if you're left-handed. Choose the best position so that you're having perfect access if you're using the phone with one hand. By the way, if you want to get out of it, just tap here on the outside and you're back at the regular mode. The next feature I want to show you is about the battery lifespan, because you should always take care that if you're charging your phone that you are between 20% and 85% at maximum. If you get under 20%, of course, you can charge the phone if it's possible. But if you want to charge your phone overnight, you have no control that it's not getting over 80%. And here, the phone is having a nice feature. Let me show you more about it. So just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. And then you need to scroll down to the point battery. And you have the battery protection. Before you turn it on, just tap here on battery protection now, because you have three options: the basic one, the adaptive one, and the maximum one. And I recommend to you, if you turn this battery protection on, that you choose the maximum, because that means the phone is stopping the charging at 80% automatically. And that's really the best for the battery lifespan. Of course, the first year you have a bit less power of the battery, but later, because the battery is still powerful in the years after, you have much more from your battery. So it is really perfect for the battery lifespan. So if you want to use your phone for years, activate the maximum battery protection. The next feature I want to show you is to make the phone a bit faster, because always if you open an app like WhatsApp or the gallery here or the Play Store, you will have a little animation. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down here, tap here on a symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point accessibility. Here it is. Now tap here on vision enhancement. And a bit lower you will have the point reduce animations. Okay, let's turn it on. Let's see now what happened. The gallery is immediately there and immediately gone. Same with the Play Store, immediately there, immediately gone. Also with other apps, immediately there, immediately gone. And let me now turn off this feature again here, so that we're having the full animations again. You see how slow that is. Now you get used to, but if you know, if you don't have these animations, it is pretty fast. Let me turn it on again. Reduce animations, and it's pretty fast. And as well, if you're using the phone a bit longer, it's also pretty well for the performance in general. The next feature I want to show you is also pretty nice because if some things are repeating all the time, you can set up routines here at your phone. Maybe you want to watch Netflix. Usually you're watching it in landscape mode, so not in portrait mode. No? Then you can set it up that it automatically comes into landscape mode. No? Just an example. No? Same with YouTube and so on. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down here, tap on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to go to the point Modes and Routines. And go then on Routines. And you can set up a routine here on the plus symbol. No? Okay, now if add what will trigger this routine, tap on the plus symbol, go now the point you want to, also to the point you want to have. In our case, it's if we open apps, app open it. Now you could choose apps, which one should react then. Let's keep going on with our example here, Netflix and maybe as well YouTube. Okay, go then on done. So these apps are marked now, go on done. Okay, now add what this routine will do. Okay, and now example, it's the screen orientation. So I set it now automatically to landscape mode. Go then on done. So you need to save this routine now. You can give it now a name. Go on done after. So now we will have here our routine. Let's check it out, I would say. Okay, let's open now YouTube. And it comes then automatically in landscape mode. So anyhow, which position you are having comes in landscape mode. And if you get out of it, the phone is getting back to portrait mode. Pretty nice. Let me show you a bit more about. So let's go back to the point routines. Because if you have no idea what to do as, you can tap here on the compass symbol and you're having some ideas here what you can do as and so on. So pretty nice, and then it makes your day much easier with. The next feature I want to show you is for your mind, or better said, for your me time. Because if you want to watch maybe a Netflix movie, you don't want to feel disturbed always by incoming notifications or messages and so on. Let me show you a bit more about how to prevent that. So just scroll in here, scroll down a second time, then we have much more icons here, by the way. And we're having here as well a second page. And on the second page, you will find now the Do Not Disturb mode. If you press it now, that means incoming calls are not only muted, as well as notifications. No, they are also not visible on the screen. If a call comes, you need to go here to the calling app, and then you will see these calls. Same with the messages and so on. But I really recommend to you to set it up, to give exceptions, because there could be an emergency and so on. And of course, you want to be informed in that moment. For that, just scroll down here, scroll down a second time. We have much more icons, and the second page, you remind that. And now long press the Do Not Disturb mode and go here on Details. Okay, first of all, you can set up some schedule times where you want to have the Do Not Disturb mode and so on. And what I want to show you is you can give exceptions. So you can give exceptions for some calls and messages, maybe if they comes from your parents. You always want to inform, maybe if something happens to your parents, or if they call it, they always get through, or your kids and so on. And also what you could do is with the exceptions, let me turn it on here, that repeated calls. I really recommend to you to enable this one, because if someone is calling twice within 15 minutes, usually then there is something, then these calls will come through, even if you have turned on this Do Not Disturb mode. Then you can give also some app exceptions and so on and so on. And as I said, you can schedule also times here that you don't have to on and off it by your own. And let's go a bit further, because you can also give some other modes for the day, not only the Do Not Disturb mode. Maybe you need a good setup for your working time, that you're not feel disturbed, but having the most important things available. Then if you are sleeping, where it needs usually nothing, or if you are in the gym, or at the gym, let me show you a bit more about it. So just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to go to the point Modes and Routines. We have been there already. And you have the modes. And now you have different options, like the sleeping time, the theater, the driving exercises, or the gym, the relaxing time, the working time, and so on. Let's choose maybe the work. For example, go on Start. Now you could choose the way when this mode is turning on automatically. Now you can set up a time period or you can set up a place. That means if you set up the place, if you're at this place, then the do not disturb mode will turn on automatically if you reach the place and turn off if you're leaving this place. Same with the time period. No? Let me take the time period. So then you can choose the days and so on and at what time and so on, no? Here, and go then on done. So go then on next, and I can enable the do not disturb mode, what I recommend to you. And now you can give some more exceptions. Maybe if you're at work, you can give also exceptions for your chef or your co-workers and so on. So a pretty nice thing, and as well also for apps, if you need apps at your work, that they're also available during this time. Go then on done, go then on next. So then you can set up also some more options here. No? If you're reaching this place or at this time, should open an app automatically as well. Or should you enable the power saving mode? If you don't need your phone at your working place, you can set up the power saving mode, and then the phone is reducing the CPU speed and so on. And this is saving energy for you as well. So after you're setting this up, just go on done, and it's enabled. So a pretty nice mode. And this mode really means if you reach that place, if you have set it up like this, or if you're having this time, if you have it set it up like that, then the working mode is not turning on by its own and turning off as well if you're leaving that place or that time. Pretty nice. And if you want, you can clone apps with the phone. That means if you're having maybe 2 Facebook accounts and you're switching them always within one app right now, you can just create a second one. Or if you have inserted 2 SIM cards, why not giving each number an own WhatsApp account? Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down here, tap on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to go to the point Advanced Features. Here it is. Now you need the point Dual Messenger. You're almost at the end of the list. And now you're having here the apps which one are able to clone. And as the name says already, this is only for messaging services, like WhatsApp and so on. Okay, let's clone maybe WhatsApp here. Just tap here. Go down on Install. For the very first time, you have to confirm it. Then you have the chance to make a separate contact list, but usually don't need it. Just tap on Next. Go on OK. In case if you need a separate contact lists for the second apps later, you can always create them here below. Okay, let's turn on Snapchat, install. Let's continue here with Facebook and Messenger. Why not? Okay, now we have cloned our apps, but how we can recognize the second apps and the first apps and so on, and where are the second apps? For that, we need to go here to the app drawer. And here they are. Now my first WhatsApp account, my second one, my first Snapchat account, my second one. And as you can see, the second app have always this orange mark here at the corner. Can you see that? So a pretty nice mode. The next feature I want to show you is for our eyes, because we are using our smartphone too often. And this is giving our eyes a lot of stress. But there's a way to reduce that stress by just enabling a blue light filter. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down here, scroll down a second time, then we have here the Eye Comfort Shield. If you turn this feature on, you will see that the screen is coming now with a yellow touch. And this is nothing else than a blue light filter and a light version. So now I would recommend to you to set it up a bit. By just long pressing here the Eye Comfort Shield. And then you have here the option from adaptive to custom. And here you can increase it, the color temperature, because as more warm the color temperature is, as better it is for your eyes. As better is the blue light filter. May disturbs you at the beginning and so on, but you get used to. Your eyes will say thank you. If you don't like it too much, go just on adaptive, and then the phone is checking a bit the time, because the very important thing is as well the evening hour or other evening hours or the night, because it affects also your sleep. If you enable the blue light filter, you will sleep better. That's a fact. And apropos night and evening hours, if you're looking on a bright screen and everything is dark around you, it's also not that comfortable. For that, you have also a nice mode. So just scroll on here, scroll on a second time, and then you have here next to the Eye Comfort Shield, the dark mode. If you tap it, you you will see that many things turns into a dark theme. And I recommend to you as well to long press it here, because on the day it is not that nice for the eyes. The contrast is better if you're having the bright theme. So this is why I recommend to you to turn it on as scheduled, that you don't have to turn it on and off by your own for the day and the night now. And if you turn it on as scheduled, so just tap here, that's marked blue. Then choose the first point here from sunset to sunrise. That means if the sun sets, the dark mode will turn on, and if the sun rises, the dark mode will turn off automatically. And by the way, the dark mode is saving energy as well. This is the reason why the brand new smartphones with the OLED screen are having here a dark theme most of the time. It saves a lot of energy and you don't have to charge your phone that often. And apropos saving energy, this is the point I want to show you at the end of the video. If you scroll down here, scroll on the second time, you will have here the battery symbol to enabling the power saving mode. Was pretty nice. Some background activities are limited and the CPU speed is limited as well and so on, and it saves a bit energy. But you can squeeze out the maximum of that power saving mode by just long pressing it. And let me turn it off first here. Remind that here. Actually, with my power saving battery lifetime is 2 days and 3 hours. Okay. And this is what happened if I turn on this power saving mode. What I've told you, the limit of the CPU speed is reduced here to 70%. The screen brightness is reduced. The 5G is turned off in that case. The always on display is turned off as well. And I recommend to you also to enable the last point, because with that you can really squeeze out the maximum of the power saving mode. And I'm going to see if I have turned it on. Remind, we had 2 days before. Now we're having 6 days and 5 hours, so more than 3 times than with the regular power saving mode. What happened if we're using that? Let me turn this limit home and app screen power saving mode here on. We have here limited apps, we have everything in a dark theme, and we have learned we are saving a lot of energy with that, with the dark mode here on the OLED screen. And the screen out is after 15 seconds. And the apps are limited, as you can see. But you can add here some more apps, like WhatsApp, what else? Maybe Netflix and so on. You can even play games in that mode. It's not impossible to play games, just a bit slower the phone, but usually you don't need more. So pretty nice. And if you're having the chance to charge your phone again, then just tap here on the 3 points and go on turn off power saving, and you're back in the regular mode. So this is just another interface, so nothing is deleted. You can still go on with your stuff here on the phone. So pretty nice. And hey, this mode can save your life maybe one day, so you should have it enabled. And as you can see, the runtime of the battery is extended for 3 times. Amazing. I hope I could help you with this video and answer your question. And maybe if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in, with some more tips and tricks and so on. You can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for all your support, and maybe until next time. Ciao.